Good morning, children. How are you all today? Hope everyone is doing good and fine. This is Swami sir, the director of Stanford Education Academy, Hyderabad. So, as you all know that today is the 1st of March, so hardly 13 days are left to the SSC examinations. So, for 14th of March, SSC examinations are going to start. To help you all to prepare well with few very important chapters which are easy also, I am making this video here. So today we are going to discuss the most important topics of the chapter called real numbers. Okay. So you need to ready the notebook to write the questions and the answers which I am going to explain you on the board here. And believe me that these questions are very important questions for the exams. So very high chances that we are going to see these questions in the examination paper of Telangana board. Okay. Let us start the review here. So, I am reading the question on the board. The question is, prove that root 2 plus root 3 is an irrational number. Irrational number. Okay. So here in this question, we have to prove that root 2 plus root 3 is an irrational number. Let us see how we can prove this number is an irrational number. Okay, so here we go with the solution. So if you want to prove the number as irrational number, so first we have to consider this number as a rational number. So I'm just going to consider this as a rational number here. Okay, so let us write here. Let us consider that root 2 plus root 3 is a rational number. Is a rational number. Okay. Then what is a rational number? A number which can be written in the form of p by q is called rational number. Okay. So here root 2 plus root 3 equals to p by q. So why we are writing p by q? Because we are considering this number as a rational number. Okay, so here, if you look at the question, root 2 plus root 3, with both the numbers we are going to have a square root. So in order to remove the square root, we have to apply squaring on both the sides. So our next step is what? To apply square on both the sides. Squaring on both the sides. Okay, so now root 2 plus root 3 whole square equals to p by q whole square. So what we have done here, we applied squares on both the sides here. Okay, on your left and right we applied the squares. So now you can see that the left hand side is in the form of a basic algebraic identity. What is that? A plus b whole square. A plus b whole square. So we are going to apply a plus b whole square here. A plus b whole square, that is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So what is a plus b whole square? A square plus b square plus 2ab. Okay, so this is the basic algebraic identity that we have applied here. Now if you compare a is root 2 and b is root 3, let us apply into the formula. So a square means root 2 square plus b square means root 3 square plus 2 same as 2 into a form, root 2, b form, root 3 equals to p by q whole square. So this square is with q and also with p and q. So I'm just going to write separately p square by q square. Okay, p square by q square. Now square root got cancelled, square root got cancelled. So what we are left here? 2 plus 3 plus 2 into, just multiply these two roots here. 2 3 is 6, root 6, which is equals to p square by q square. P square by q square. Now, if you add these two numbers, what is 2 plus 3? It is equals to 5 plus 2 root 6, which is equals to p square by q square. Now, here I would like to give you one hint. See, here we can see we got value as 5 plus 2 root 6 equals to p square by q square. Okay, the hint is that you have to keep the root 6 here and say remain all numbers, transpose all the numbers on the other side here. So first we are going to transpose root 5 here. So if a plus 5 transpose it becomes minus 5. Okay. So now, so root, okay, 2 root 6 equals to p square by q square. If plus 5 comes here, it becomes minus 5. Minus 5, okay. The right one and go with the LCM of the denominators. So 2 root 6 equals to, here as we are having 1 in the one of the denominator, so you can directly multiply. Q square into 1 is q square. Then go with the cross multiplication. 1 into p square is p square minus q square into 5, 5q square. 5q square. As I said you, okay, keep the root 6 here. Root value must be kept on the left hand side. And all those numbers you have to transpose to the other side, means right hand side here. So let us say root this 2 here. Okay, as 2 is in multiplication, so it will be in a division if it goes on the other side. So here we are left with root 6 equals to p square minus 5q square by 2q square. Okay, so root 6 equals to p square minus 5q square by 2q square. Now, here root 6 is an irrational number. Root 6 is an irrational number. This root 6 is what? It is an irrational number. Then what is irrational number? Okay, the number which cannot be represented or written in the form of p by q. Okay, so to remember, I'll give you one hint here. All root numbers are irrational except perfect square numbers. Because perfect square numbers can also be written in the form of p by q, it becomes a rational number. So root numbers except perfect square numbers can be considered as a irrational number. Right here. So root 6 is an irrational number. So right here, root 6 is an irrational number. So root 6 is what? It is irrational. Then what about the right hand side numbers? P square minus 5q square 2q square. It is a rational number. It is a rational number. So p square minus 5q square by 2q square is a rational number. Is a rational number. Okay. So here very clearly we can see that, okay, on the left we are getting rational number, on the right we are getting rational number, and we set in the middle equal sign. So you tell me, is it possible that rational and irrational can be equal? No, not at all. So rational and irrational cannot be equal. It means the left hand side and right hand sides are not equal. So what does it mean? It does mean that the assumption that we have done, that we assume the number as rational number, is completely wrong. Okay, it's completely wrong. Fine. So here LHS and RHS are not equal. Left hand side and right hand sides are not equal. It means this number is not a rational number. Then the contradiction of this statement says that this is irrational number. Which number here? Irrational number. It does mean that, okay, our assumption has gone wrong. Our assumption is completely wrong. So based on this, the contradiction of this statement says that the given number root 2 plus root 3 is an irrational number. So here, therefore, root 2 plus root 3 is an irrational number. Is an irrational number. So this is the end of this answer here. Clear? See, very simple steps we are following to get the answer of this question here. Okay. So I hope you all understood this one here. And this is one of the most important concepts. This model has asked many times in exams, many times in SST board here. So if you practice this model, if you practice this concept, okay, you are going to get a lot of help in the exam. Okay. So I hope that you are understood here. Sure? Yeah. So if you want to take a screenshot. Okay, see. So after this one, okay, we are going to discuss one more very important topic from this chapter here, which is named as what? Logarithm. Okay. Logarithm, from last 4 to 5 years, logarithm topic has been asking repeatedly in the exams. In a recent exam of Hyderabad and also in Logarithmic district. Okay, logarithm topic was asked in 4 and 6 marks. So logarithm topic is also a very important topic. So we are going to have a discussion about logarithm topic now. Okay, students. Okay. Let us go with the logarithm. To understand the logarithm questions, first we have to understand the rules, the basic rules of logarithm here. So I'm going to discuss the rules of logarithm, followed by the questions which are coming in exam from this chapter here. Okay, fine. So this is what logarithm. So there are 5 very basic rules in logarithm which I am going to discuss with you with one additional rule. Okay. The rule number 1 is rule number 1 is called product. What is the meaning of product? Multiplication. Multiplication. What is the meaning of product? Multiplication. The first rule is multiplication. What is the rule number 1? Multiplication. Okay. Let us go with this here. So what is multiplication rule here? Log x into y. Log x into y. If we observe carefully, you can see that x and y are multiplying with each other. These two numbers are multiplying with each other. So when the numbers are multiplying, you can expand log with the help of plus sign. With the help of plus sign. Let us see how I am doing it. So it's very simple here. Log x. Okay, log x plus log y. Log x plus log y. So what we have done here? When there was a multiplication, we expanded log. We expanded log by writing plus in it. Okay. Now, see, if there are 2 terms, 3 terms, doesn't matter. Suppose if I am taking here log x, y, and z. Now tell me how many numbers are here or how many values which are multiplied? 3 values are multiplied. Okay. So now, okay, you can expand by writing plus 3 times. So log x plus log y plus log z. Log z. So we expanded log for 3 times. How many times here? 3 times we expanded log. So product rule in the sense, okay, a single logarithm can be expanded either 2 or more than 2 forms. Okay, either 2 or more than 2 logarithms we can write here based on how many numbers and terms are multiplied here. Okay, so let us move to one more rule which is named as what? Quotient rule or division rule. Okay, so rule number 2 is quotient rule here. Quotient rule. Okay, or division rule. So what is the doing here? Check here. This is log x by y. Now if we observe, you can see that here x and y are getting divided. Okay, x and y are getting divided here. So when the terms are getting divided, here also we can expand the log by writing minus in the middle. Let us check how. So this is log x minus log y. Log x minus log y. So here log expanded for 2 terms with the help of minus sign. With the help of minus sign. We are going towards the third rule. Rule number 3 is known as what? Power rule. Okay, what do we call the rule number 3? Power rule. And here in power rule, log x power n. Log x power n. Here n is in a power. N is in a power. So very simply we can understand how we can write the formula and rule. So whenever there is a power, so first we can write the power. So m is power. I'm writing first n. Then followed by same log x. Same log x. So basically what exactly we need to do here, whenever we are getting a power, so first we have to write the power, then you can copy the same log. You can just write the same log. Okay. So what do we call this as? This is named as what? Power rule. Okay, which is really very important here. Remember, these 3 rules, okay, play a very important role to solve many logarithm questions. Many logarithm questions can be solved with the help of these 3 rules. Okay. So if we move forward, we can study a few more rules. Like, see here, log x to the base x. Now, if you observe carefully, okay, log x base x means these 2 values are exactly same. If these 2 values are same, the answer is equals to 1. Okay, if you are getting these 2 values same, the answer is equals to 1. Clear? Example. Okay, log 5 base 5. So these 2 values are, or these 2 numbers are same. So answer is 1. What is the answer for this question here? 1. Now, Rule number 5, log 1. What the answer of log 1 is 0. The answer of log 1 is what? 0. And also let me tell you that we can convert the logarithm form into exponential form. Which form? Exponential form. So based on this form also many times in 2 marks many questions were asked here. So I'm going to discuss how we can convert the logarithm form into exponential form. Okay, let us go here. Now log n base a equals to x. Log n base a equals to x. So as there is a log here, we can call this as logarithm form. This is a logarithm. It is a logarithm form. Okay. Now, if you want to convert the logarithm form into exponential form, very simple step we are going to follow. Okay. Let us check how. See, this n, we are going to shift this n, okay, on the right hand side in the place of x. Then this x will shift, okay, in the place of n. So if we follow this procedure or if you follow this basic trick, so we are going to convert the logarithm form into exponential form. Okay, let us see here. So we are saving n in the place of x and x we are bringing in the place of n here. Okay, so base will remain same at the same position here. This position is not going to be changed. So base a to the power of x, because this x came here and is transposing here, equals to n. So now the log has converted into exponential form. So what do we call this form as? Exponential form. Okay, exponential form. Exponential form. Okay. So see, converting logarithm form to exponential form is not a too difficult thing here. In a very simple way, we can convert the logarithm form into exponential form. Okay. I hope like you understood all these rules here. Okay, let me discuss one more time. The first rule is called product rule. Product in the sense multiplication rule. Clear. So if you see here carefully, we can see that okay, these two values x and y are multiplying with each other. So with multiplication, we have to expand the log by writing plus in the middle. So we expanded the log by writing plus in the middle. Okay, if it is 2 values multiplying, 3 values multiplying, more than 3 values multiplying, doesn't matter. So whatever the number of values multiplying, you have to expand the log. Okay, by writing plus in the middle. Fine. Now the second one is called quotient rule. So log x by y. Here we can see that x and y are getting divided by each other. So with division, also we have to expand the log with the help of minus sign. So we are expanding the log here. So log x, okay, minus log y here. Log y. And the third rule is power rule. Okay, the third rule is what? Power rule. Okay, so this is a third rule here, which is completely known as what? Power rule. So if you check carefully, log x over n. Log x over n. Okay, so first we have to write the power and we can copy the same log lines, log x. So the formula is, the rule is n log x. And okay, rule number 4, okay, log x to the base x. Log x to the base x. Clear. So here these two values are same. If these two values are same, answer is equal to 1. So here with the help of an example also I explain you. Log 5 to the base 5. Answer is what? 1. Or if log 1 asks you, the value of log 1 is always 0. Okay. And here logarithm form can easily be converted into exponential form. So log n base a equals to x. If we just shift n there in place of x and bring x in place of n, so logarithm form will change into an exponential form. Okay. So I hope that you understood these rules which I have written on the board. Clear. So very basic rules, simple rules here. Now we are going to take few questions which will ask in 2 marks and also in 6 or 4 marks. Okay. So I'm just going to explain these questions from the logarithm chapter. Okay. Yeah. Okay, everyone. Okay, let us begin with 2 marks questions here. Okay, we can get a few questions which are very important to be asked in 2 marks. So I'm just writing a few questions here. See. Okay, the question is, find the value of log 128 base 2. Find the value of log 128 base 2. Okay. So there are 2 methods we are going to follow. to get the answer of this question. Clear? So method number 1 is very simple. Okay, see, we have to find the value of log 128 base 2, and we do not know the value of log 128 base 2. So in mathematics, if we do not know the value of any given question or given term, so we can assume the value as x. So same thing I'm just going to do here. Okay, so let us go with the solution. So let log 128 base 2 equals to x. So I am assuming log 128 base 2 as x. Clear? See, we have to find the value of x. So value of x is equal to the value of log 128 base 2. So now, okay, to find the value of x, we will convert this logarithm form into exponential form. Just now we discussed how we can convert the logarithm form into exponential form in a very simple way. Okay, see, set this 128 here in the place of x, bring x in the place of 128. Okay, and base 2 will remain same as its position here. So base 2 same as base 2. Okay, so in place of 128 we have to write x. Now in place of x, okay, we have to write 128. 128. Okay. Now let us find the factors of 128. Okay, fine. So I'm just going to use the space 128. Okay, 128. Let us go into the room. 2 6 are 12, 2 4 are 8, 2 3 are 6, 2 2 are 4, 2 1 are 2. Okay, 1 remain and becomes 12. 2 6 are 12, 2 8 are 16, 2 4 are 2 2 are and 2 1 are. 2 1s are 2. Let us check how many times we are getting 2. If you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 128 is equals to 2 to the power of 7. 2 to the power of 7. So what is the value of 128 here? 2 to the power of 7. So here in place of 128 we can write 2 to the power of 7. So 2 to the power of x equals to 128 can be written as 2 to the power of 7. Okay, one very basic point I would like to tell you. Our focus is the value of x. And x is in a power. And what is the base here? Base is 2. So whatever the value is equal to base 2 power x, okay, we can also be written in the form of base 2. Base 2. Now if you observe, these both the bases are equal. Base 2 and base 2. So we can cancel the bases based on the property. If bases are equal, powers are also equal. So with the help of this property, I am just cancelling 2 bases. So what we are remaining? We are remaining the value of x, which is equals to 7. So what is the value of x here? X is equals to 7. Okay. So here in place of x we can write 7. So therefore, log 128 to the base 2 equals to 7. Log 128 to the base 2 equals to what? 7. Okay, so these type of questions where we have to find the value of a logarithm asked many times in exam for 2 marks. So this is a 2 marks question which is very very important. Okay, see, method we have to follow every time. Question is not too important here. Method is very very important. So if you are understanding the method detailedly, so we can able to solve any question here. Maths is very simple actually. There are few rules that we have to follow. Okay, and if you follow those rules, maths is going to become very simple. The most important thing is that, okay, you should think that you can able to try. And if you try, definitely you are coming with the right answer. Okay. So children, okay, if you want to take a screenshot of this question. Yeah, okay. Now, I'm going to discuss one more question. Okay, I'm going to discuss one more question from the same topic here for the 2 marks. It is these type of questions are expansion questions. Expand log here. Let us take one question on a book. Okay, the question is expand log. We'll just go with 64 by 18. Okay, I have taken some numbers randomly. Okay, expand log 64 by 81. Okay, see, when just now I explain the 5 rules of logarithm. Okay, so rule number 1 was product rule, multiplication rule. Rule number 2 was question rule. So whenever expansion question asked you in the exam, either rule number 1 you can apply or rule number 2. Based on the question, either rule number 1 you can apply or rule number 2 you can apply. So here if you look at the question carefully, you can see that okay, the log is in the form of division. Log 64 by 80. So here we can apply the second rule, quotient rule of division. Log x by y. I repeat here, whenever we are getting question related to expand, either we can apply okay production this product rule, multiplication rule, or we can go with the quotient rule. Okay. So now here, okay, we are going to apply the quotient. So what is the given information? Given that log 64 by 81. So here it is in the form of a division. So we are going to apply this formula here. Log x by y. Log x by y. What is log x by y? Okay, log x minus log y. So here log x minus log y. Log x minus log y. Okay. So what is the value of x? X is 64. Y is 81. Y is 81. So let us write here log. What is x? 64 minus log. What is y? 81. So log 64 minus log 81. Now if you observe the board carefully, you can see that already it has expanded. In a given question, log is only for one term. It's a single logarithm. And here, okay, after expansion, we got two logarithms. So it is already expansion form. Let us simplify more and let's come to the final answer. Now, log. This 64. 64 we can write as 2 to the power of 6. If you multiply 6 2 times, it will be equals to 64. Minus log 81 we can write as 3 power 4. Or 9 square also, 9 2 times. Or 3 if you multiply for 4 times, it is equals to 81. Okay. Now, children, if you observe carefully, log 2 power 6 minus log 3 power 4. So we are doing power here. So we can apply the power rule. What I told you, in power rule, first we have to write the power and we can copy the same rule. So first 6, then log 2 minus then power 4 log 3. So this is the final answer of the expansion of the given question, log 64 by 81. Okay. So I hope that you understood easily because this is very simple question. Very simple question. Okay? Fine. Okay guys, after this I am coming with a very important question. Okay, either this type of questions might ask in 4 marks or 2 marks. Based on the academic standard of mathematics, okay, we may expect either in 2 sections here, section 2 or section 3, but very important question, very important question. Okay, I am writing the question on the board and also going to help you to get the answer of this question. Okay, so the question is, see here, if x square plus y square, if x square plus y square equals to 27xy, if x square plus y square equals to 27xy, then prove that 2 log of x minus 2 log of x minus y is equals to, okay, 2 log 5 plus log x plus log y. Okay, actually let me tell you that this is one of the questions which was asked in the last year's examination paper of SSC board. Okay, so the question is very simple. If x square plus y square equals to 27xy, then prove that 2 log of x minus y equals to 2 log 5 plus log x plus log y. Okay, log x plus log y. Clear? Here, see, math becomes very simple when we follow the hints. Okay, when we follow the hints, when we use the tricks, the math becomes very simple to understand. Okay, so here also I am going to give you some tricks. In this question or in this type of questions, either we have to use a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. Then how do you know that which formula we have to use? Either a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square. It's all depend on one simple trick. The trick is that, okay, in the proof that a bracket is given, right? You just observe the bracket very carefully. Okay, what is given in the bracket? X minus y. If you find x minus 5 or minus in the middle, it means surely you have to apply a minus b whole square formula. Okay, you have to take the help of a minus b whole square to get this proof. Okay, or if it is plus sign, suppose if it is plus sign here, it means you have to use a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square. So here as we are having the minus sign, so we are going to apply a minus b whole square. Okay, let us begin the answer of this question. Okay, so let us write the given information first. What is the given information to us? Okay, given. What is given? X square plus y square equals to 27xy. X square plus y square equals to 27xy. As I said you, we have to use a minus b whole square formula here. So I'm just going to write the same formula on the board. Fine. Check. A minus b whole square. And the formula is a square plus b square minus 2ab. A square plus b square minus 2ab is the formula for a minus b whole square. Now if you compare with the left hand side, a square is x square. It means the value of a is x plus b square is y square. Okay, minus 2ab. So here we should have minus 2xy, but we do not have minus 2xy here. Do we have minus 2xy? No. It means the formula is not getting complete. So what I need to have on the left hand side? Minus 2xy. Okay, it means I have to use minus 2xy. So we are going to make one change. What is that change? We are going to subtract minus 2xy on both the sides. See, whenever we are just adding, subtracting, multiplying or dividing something, okay, in an equation we have to follow it on the both the sides. Okay, if you are subtracting, subtract on both the sides. If you are adding, add on both the sides. Okay. So we are subtracting minus 2xy from both the sides. Okay. So now subtract 2xy from both the sides. From both the sides. Clear. So this 2xy we are subtracting on both the sides or from both the sides. So what is on left hand side here? X square plus y square. Now we have to subtract. Subtract means minus 2xy equals to what is given here? 27xy. Then write minus 2xy. It means on both the sides we subtracted minus 2xy. Now after subtracting we can see that x square plus y square minus 2xy is in the form of a square plus b square minus 2ab. And the formula is a minus b whole square. A means x, b means y. So here we can write x minus y whole square, which is equals to 27xy minus 2xy is equals to 25xy. 25xy. Clear? So x minus y whole square equals to 25xy. Now in the proof we have a log on both the sides, but here we don't have a log. Okay, to get the answer exactly, to prove what it asks for, we have to apply log on both the sides. So applying log on both the sides. Applying log on both the sides. We are applying log on both the sides. So it becomes log of x minus y whole square equals to log 25xy. Log 25xy. Log what? 25xy. Guys, already we studied few rules for logarithm where I said you very clearly that whenever there is a power comes, here x minus y whole square. What is whole square? It is a power. Whenever power comes according to the power of logarithm, first we have to write power. First we have to write power here. And here log 25 into x into y. If these three numbers are multiplied with each other. So when numbers are multiplied, we already know that we have to expand by writing plus in between. So same thing I'm just going to do here. So first write these two. So 2 into log of x minus y equals to, here these three terms we have to expand by writing plus, like log 25 plus log x plus log y. After this step, if you compare with what you have to prove, you can see here you already got the left hand side. What is left hand side? 2 log of x minus y, same as 2 log of x minus y. On your right, here we got log x plus log y. Log x plus log y. Okay, what is the term missing? 2 log 5. 2 log 5. Only we have to prove 2 log 5. Clear? So, I'm just using this side of the board. So here 2 log of x minus y equals to log 25. How we can write 25? 25 we can write as 5 squared. So I'm just going to write this as log 5 squared plus log x plus log y. Log y. So now, see over here we got our answer. 2 log of x minus y equals to, this is log 5 squared. What is square? Square is again a power. So we can write the power first. So I'm writing the power first. 2, then copy the same log. Log 5 plus log x plus log y. So here we got our, we have proved, right? Okay. We have proven. We have proved what exactly asked us to prove. Clear? Sure. So this is a very important question. This model, this type of question asked many times. Okay, either you will get minus here, you get, or else you get plus here. If it is minus, you have to take the help of a minus b whole square formula, which is a basic algebraic identity. Clear? If it is plus here, you are going to use a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square. So one of the most repeated topic from the real number chapter. Okay, very important topic. Okay. Now, you know that you have one more topic left, which is named as what? Euclid's division algorithm. So based on Euclid's division algorithm, either you can get a 2 marks question, like you will be getting 2 numbers, okay, and you will ask to find the HCF of the 2 numbers by using division algorithm. Okay, so which is very simple and easy. Okay, we'll have a discussion on that question also, and also you will get one question either in 4 and 6 marks, where by using the division algorithm, you have to prove the numbers are in either square of the positive integer, cube of the positive integer, or sometime positive odd integer or positive even integer. Okay, so you will get this type of questions here. Okay, so board exams are very. I suggest each and every student listening to me, okay, in whole Telangana, to prepare very well. Prepare very well. Clear? Maths plays very important role in each and every student's life here. And maths is very simple chapter. Very simple chapter. So you should not think maths is tough. Many students, they are preoccupied in the mind that maths is very tough, they cannot able to do. This is, I don't think this is correct here. Maths is something, okay, which can be learned when we try. So try the math, know the rules of the math. Okay, maths is like a game. Okay, whenever you need to play a game, you have to follow certain rules, certain procedure. So similarly, in mathematics also, if you follow certain rules and procedure, definitely you are going to get maths very easily. I hope like you like this one here. Fine. So, okay, this is what I'm just going to keep telling you and explain you from this chapter here. Okay, I'll see you in the next chapter. Okay, very soon. Thank you so much.